This might be the very last time I get to walk without having boots on for maybe 5-6 months. So, how about you come along with me and we go for a walk outside while we still can just wear shoes and while we still can see some grass, because tomorrow is we're expecting our first winter storm, and it's going to be significant. They're calling for at least 25 to 30 centimeters of snow over the next 2 days. So let's go for a walk today. Let's go. Alrighty. Beautiful sunny day. We'd never know that tomorrow, perhaps even overnight tonight, we are getting our first winter storm. There's a warning out, not just a watch. So usually if there's a warning, that means it's going to happen. What we're expecting is what we call an Alberta clipper. So what happens is moist air forms over the Rocky Mountains and I think I'm just going to go down this way. Moist air forms over the Rocky Mountains from BC, from the ocean, comes over the mountains, and in this case, it's mixing with some moist air that's coming from the south, from the States, over Minnesota and all around there. And the two are meeting somewhere around Saskatchewan, and by the time it hits Manitoba, it's a good storm with lots of precipitation. They said that we will be starting with rain, probably overnight, and then because the temperatures are going to be fairly warm, and then as it gets colder, that rain will turn to snow. And because we are in a high area here, we are in what we call the parkland area. We have the mountain, as you can see ahead of me there. We're in a little higher terrain, so we are expected to get the majority of snow around, well, in southern Manitoba anyway. So it's a beautiful day. It's almost, I don't know, it's almost sad to think of snow, but it is the 9th today. Is it the 9th? Yeah, it's the 9th of November. And we've had a beautiful long fall, which has been really nice, but we really do need moisture. We're severely dry here. And they had a report on the news last night that if we don't get some really significant rain or snow, we could be in really big trouble next year. So let's hope for it. Hi. So yeah, that's what is going to happen. You'd never know it to look around. There's not even really any clouds. But I bet you if I walked out here at this time tomorrow, it'd be a whole different outlook. Something going on over there. So I just I'm going to walk down here a little bit. On last week, my husband and I were here. This is Alpine Manor, and it is a senior citizens residence. There's 18 apartments here, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, And it's for 65 or 60 and over, I guess. It's not a nursing home, it's a residence. And so the people here are independent. They have their little apartments. And then this part right here, it's a common area where they have a beautiful lounge, they have a library, they have a dining room. And if they want, they can come down and have supper. Supper is provided for them if they want it. Some of them have little patio areas. It's a lovely place. It really is. Anyway, my husband and I were here last Thursday. And my husband's a pastor. So we were doing a church service for them. And he does the service and I do the music. And it was the first time actually that I've accompanied him there because, well, I just never have. I always play for him when he does his stuff at the personal care home, and now we're in Fletcher Park. I haven't taken you here before, but let's just walk around. So, we were there on Thursday, and they have a tiny little Casio keyboard, very small and very old, that kept cutting out on me. But they were so happy to have real music to sing to. And we had our little service, and after the service I had taken along some of my popular books. And I have a lot of books that are from, I don't know, the 40s, 50s. And I started playing while they had their tea and their coffee and their cookies and cake. After the service, I started playing just regular songs. Oh my gosh, they had so much fun. They were singing along, and so this is going to be a once a month thing for me now. I'm going to be over there, and they've asked if I could actually come and play. Just come and play. Just sit there and play for them. So I think I'll do that. I'll put together some music. There's a little farm in there. I have a beautiful picture of this area in the wintertime. I'll try and put it up here for you. That little hill over there, that's the sled hill for the kids in the wintertime. They can come here and do some tobogganing. Let's just walk up there. Yeah, so it was a lovely time. And next month we are doing just a Christmas carol sing-along for them after the service. We'll have carols during the service, but we're also just going to do a Christmas carol sing-along. Because, really, the Christmas season is quite short. I don't really believe that we sing enough carols. We don't have enough time. So there's the Riding Mountains. And we're right along the highway. There's the little ski hill. Not ski hill. I guess they could ski. It'd be like a bunny hill. But it's the little toboggan slope. Kids are on this constantly in the wintertime. They have so much fun here. So I think I'll just walk back this way. Oh, it's lovely to be out in this kind of weather. It's warm. I think it's 1 above Celsius. They say with the wind chill it's -1 Celsius, but I don't even feel any wind at all. So this is our little park area. They have a little bandstand here. They have bands playing. They play up on that little bandstand. And then right along behind here is a campground. Let's walk through some of it. So they have quite a few parking stalls here for campers. And this is mostly for traveling campers. There's the highway right there where that truck is along. So, if you're traveling a distance and you're pulling a trailer and you need a place to stay the night, this is where people come and they pull into these spots here. Here's one here. This is number 6. And you get a fire pit. You get water. You get over there, that building right there, that's a swimming pool. So you get a swimming pool. And there's a little picnic area over here. And you get a bathroom as well. There's a toilet and shower facility at the end. And also a playground for children. So it's really nice, and I think it's very cheap. I'm not sure what the rates are now, but I had heard one time it was like $15 a night to park here. Don't quote me, but it's very inexpensive. So you park for the night, go for a swim, have a barbecue. If there's some live music, you can listen to some live music. The town is right here, so if you want to go for something to eat at the restaurant, you can do that. There's a little store, you can go get some groceries. And so this is our little park. And here's a playground here too. There's a little playground for children. Swings and teeter-totters and slides. And then right here, this striped fence in behind here, this is our swimming pool. Of course, it's closed now. It's an outdoor pool. But it opens up in May. And it runs all summer long until, well, depends on the weather. It usually closes at the end of August before the long weekend. But if the weather stays nice, it stays open until after the long first weekend of September. So here's the playground. Here's a little eating shelter. There's a few things for kids to play on here. Swings, all kinds of different things. There's what my favorite always was, swing set. I still love to swing. Something that I've always loved to do. When I was a child, I had a swing set in our backyard. My parents bought one to put one up. And I spent hours on that swing. It was just a swing. It didn't have a teeter-totter or a slide with it like some of them did. It was just a swing because I didn't care about anything else but the swing. So, yeah. All right, we're going to carry on with our walk. And then this building here, this is the showers and the bathrooms. And there's a little message board here. There's usually any activities that are going on in town. They'll have if there's something going on in town, an activity or something, they'll post it there for visitors. Well, I'm going to keep walking. So today seems as it's a nice warm day still, and the last day before we'll get buried in snow. I decided it might be a good day to put some Christmas lights up. And I have to make sure that all my bird feeders are full, because the birds are going to be hungry after tomorrow. They're going to be very limited as to what kind of food source they can find. So I'm going to do that when I get home. I've enjoyed my walks this fall. It's just been so nice to be able to just have a thin jacket on. Sometimes I've just had a sweater on and plain running shoes, and away I go. I will continue to walk in the snow. I love walking in the wintertime. I love the crunch of snow. There goes our electrician. Yeah, I love to walk in the snow and in the cold. I'm a winter person. Winter does not stop me from being outside. So I will be doing this route and others all throughout the winter. More bundled up, but that'll be just fine. And I actually think I have some videos of some of my winter walks. I have one from last winter. If you want to check it out, I'll try and see if I can put a card up in the corner. I have one from last winter where my husband and I were going in a snowstorm. Quite a good snowstorm too. We were walking to the post office in the evening, and that's because last year I still had the cleaning contract at the post office, so that cleaning contract was for inside the post office, but also for shoveling snow. And I will not be missing that this year. Actually, I'm feeling a little warm. I have on my big heavy sweater underneath my little thin jacket. And I probably could have done with something lighter. There's the mountain range. It sort of goes off on an angle, which is why we kind of have a little weird weather here. We usually have more snow than other areas, and it's usually hotter in the summertime than other areas because the mountain, it comes around and then it sort of wraps around us a little bit. It turns. So we do get sort of the Chinook thing in the wintertime sometimes. And a lot of times we get snowstorms that other people don't get. And that's happened to us quite a few times. We've been away, just gone for the day or something. And driving and it's like this. It's beautiful winter, but it's, sun's out. And we get within 10 miles of here and there's a snowstorm. That's happened to us quite a few times. Kind of takes you unawares. All our leaves are gone, but there's still geese around. The big snow geese, the white ones, are still coming. I heard them last night, but I imagine they'll be kind of slowing down now. I'm sure most all of them are gone. Those are the ones that not many people know about. People watch the Canada geese, but there's other geese that come down too from the north. The snow geese, that's what we call them. I don't know what their proper name is. They're bigger than the Canada geese and they're white. So when they land in a field, the field is completely white and they're so noisy. Oh my goodness sakes. And then there's also a pitch black goose that comes at this time of year. It actually comes with the snow geese. And it's a bigger goose as well. It's from the north somewhere, I guess. But the snow geese and the black ones, they come long after the Canada geese. They migrate after the Canada geese. So the Canada geese will go through here maybe in September, October. The snow geese and those black ones, they go through here November. Late October and November, just before snowfall. And I'm always in awe of geese. Well, actually I'm in awe of all birds. I love birds. But I love to watch them. They are so smart and so beautiful, as is all nature. Oh, look at these trees. Aren't they pretty? There's no leaves on them, but they're still gorgeous. I'd love to have some of these in my yard. Oh, this was a very nice walk today. I see some people have put up some Christmas decorations already. That lady has. And I've been watching some YouTube videos of people decorating inside their house for Christmas. That's a little early. What I do in my home, and I've always done this, is after the first snow, whenever it is, I bring out snowmen. Because to me, snowmen aren't Christmas, they're winter. For instance, I have a snowman cookie jar that my son gave me when he was 4. He gave it to me for Christmas. And every year, after the first snowfall, I bring out the snowman cookie jar and I bake cookies and I fill them up. And I try and keep them full for the whole season, but it doesn't always work out that way. So the snowman cookie jar will come out tomorrow, as will the snowman coffee cups. And I have a few little snowman ornaments. Those kind of things I'll bring out, but not Christmas. Not yet. It's way too early for that. But I will celebrate winter. Lovely trees. So pretty. Any time of the year. Oh, I'm almost home. There's my greenhouse. We painted this house this year, and when the sun shines on it, it looks like pea soup. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's supposed to look like moss, but it looks like pea soup to me. I'm getting used to it. And we have so much sun that it'll... See now the front? That's what color I wanted it to look like. Moss. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Well, I'm home. And I'm going to just do a quick walk through the yard. So I filled in my big garden. That was all here. This was all a vegetable garden here. I grassed it in. And next year, all I'm going to have is that little bit, which is just fine, because this great big garden, when we first moved here, actually, I'm going to back up a little. When we first moved here, the vegetable garden, here's my finger, can't find it, started way over there, went all the way along here to here, went all the way back to the very back, and to the very back at that thing. It was massive. And I cut it in half. I put these perennials here. I made this perennial garden first. So I basically cut the big garden in half. And then this year, I'm just going to flip around. I grassed in all of this. So that's no longer going to be a garden. It's just going to be a grassy area. I'd like to put a little gazebo in here so that in the summertime I could sit and knit. Because this is my only tree in this yard. And it's a volunteer. I didn't plant it. It came up all on its own. And then I have my arch, which I grow beans, cucumbers, and morning glories on that arch. And anything else will kind of climb. And this is going to be my vegetable plot next year. Very small, but it'll be totally adequate for 2 people. In fact, I probably will be able to get more out of that than I got out of this big garden. So I'm going to light up the back here with some Christmas lights. I'm just going to get out of the sun for a minute. So what I do, usually what we do is we string lights all along here on this hedge. But this year I have lights already on the arch. I have some solar lights on there, some white little twinkling little white lights on the arch. So I'm going to light up this tree and the arch will be lit up. And I think what we're going to do is we'll put the other lights along the back this time instead of along the side. So the color will all be this way. I think that'll look nice. But first I'm going to go in and get the key to the shed. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to fill all the bird feeders. And then I'm going to start stringing my lights. So thank you so much for coming along with me on my walk. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of our beautiful little town here. Well, that part of it anyway. And I wish you all a beautiful day. May the sun shine on you wherever you are. And if it's snowing, stay inside, keep warm. If it's raining, have an umbrella. Many blessings to you all. Bye for now.